Hey guys, it's Anna, and for this week's video I'll be sharing with you guys my very first job. What is my job? I am a dental assistant. Now, that might get you thinking, how on earth did you get a job like a dental assistant? Don't you have to be qualified for that? Don't you have to go to uni for that? No, you don't. You really don't. I mean, I don't even study any of the science subjects. I have no interest in being a dentist, and I have no interest in pursuing any sort of medical career. So how did I get this job? All the thanks really goes to my mum, because my mum met a friend through volunteering who worked there. So she told my mum that her boss needed someone to work part-times because she was running low on staff, and so she recommended me to her boss. All I had to do was show up, go to the interview, hope that she likes me, hope that she hires me, and try and answer the questions that she threw at me the best that I could. So turns out she did like me. She hired me. She ran me through all the rules and regulations, like I can't wear nail polish, and you know, my hair has to be tied back and things like that. Pretty basic things. Then I officially started. I work every Saturdays. I work every Saturdays for 4 hours from 8:30 to 12:30. But my first day at work was kind of horrible. Now, I'm just saying kind of horrible because I'm taking into account the fact that I was sick and that I just was not feeling well that day. So working kind of just made me feel worse, if that makes sense. So what was I doing? The first day I went there, I was basically just in the back cleaning a lot of the instruments. I wasn't allowed in the surgery mainly because I didn't know anything. When it comes to cleaning, the way we clean our instruments where I work is first you have to get the instruments, you have to clean them with a toothbrush and some soap. Toothbrush because I work at a dental clinic. Anyways, you have to wash them with some toothbrush and some soap, and then you pop them in a sterilizing machine that runs for roughly 10 minutes or so, and then after that 10 minutes is up, you have to dry them off, put them in their little packets in the order that they go in. There are certain equipment that go with certain equipment, and then you make the little packs, seal the packs, and stuff them in the sterilizer, which takes another 45 minutes to work. But as time progressed, it got better and better. I was so surprised that my second week they let me into the surgery. You might be wondering, what do you do in the surgery? You're not even qualified. I would not trust you to come anywhere near me in the surgery. You see, I'm not coming near you at all. It's the dentist. I just make sure that everything's ready for your procedure. I just make sure that the dentist has everything that they need and everything is laid out, so when he calls for it, I can hand it to him. And basically, that's what I do. The only thing that I do in your mouth is work suction. So if you've ever gone to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned, you would know that basically they use one thing to clean out the gunk from in between your teeth and under your gums and everything, and that sprays a lot of water. So then the dental assistant comes in with a little suction machine which sucks up all the water, and you know, it makes it less uncomfortable and more bearable for the person in the chair. Stops them from choking and things like that. So in my second week, I actually got to use the suction machine, which I was really surprised by. Like, I didn't think they would trust me to do it, but they did, and I was like, oh, okay. I was really nervous. I thought I was going to choke the person. I thought I was going to invoke a gag reflex. I didn't know what I was doing, and I just wasn't ready for it. But then as time went on, I grew more confident and things like that. I seem to know a lot more about the place now, and I know what things are, and I know what people want and what you need for what people want. Otherwise, before first day, second day, third day, I was confused. There are so many pieces of equipment, because the clinic where I work, it's a mix between dental and ortho. Ortho is orthodontist. So not only do I have 50,000 pieces of equipment from dental, there's like 100,000 pieces from ortho. So you combine them together and it's like so many pieces of equipment, and making little packets and knowing all the names of little things and knowing what can't go with what and what can go with what. It's just a really long process that, you know, it takes a bit of time to learn. But now I'm getting a lot better at it, and I can do a lot more things without having to ask for help, which is always great. But yeah, it's really enjoyable in the sense that it's something really different. Nobody my age that I know of is doing a job like this, so it makes me feel kind of special and kind of unique and really lucky. It's just a great job. Also, other things that I may have had to do in the past include developing x-rays, cleaning the instruments, cleaning the dentist, the surgery, so making sure the chair's clean, instruments are clean, everything is clean pretty much, and delivering instruments to the different surgeries, because you know there are certain instruments that always need to be in the surgery, and if they're not there, then it's like it's not going to work. Certain things always have to be there. And I've even done front desk at one point in time. That was my first time I did it. I haven't done it since, but oh my god, front desk at a dental clinic is ridiculous, in the sense that there are so many little things that have to happen, and so many pieces of paperwork that you have to write on, and so many people to call, and you know, so many different things to change on the calendars and the schedules and the appointments, and oh my gosh. I have been working for roughly 2 months, give or take. It's been a little bit over, a little bit less, but 8 months. No, not 8 months. I was reading the time and it's like 8 minutes, so I said 8 months. No, I've been working for like roughly 2 months, but yeah, it's great. I enjoy it. I've got my uniform. This is not my uniform, this is just a sweater, but I do have my uniform with me. It's in my closet. Wear that every week and it's great. I enjoy it. It's really, really fun. It's really different as well, and it's just something I'm lucky to do, because I love watching medical shows and surgeries and things like that. So when I'm actually in the surgery with a dentist observing what he's doing, it's kind of like a medical show of its own. When I've been telling people that I do this job, they've been thrown a couple of questions like, isn't it gross seeing people's mouths? Like, no, not really. It's not that gross. 2, do people's breath stink? Can you smell people's breath? Like, no. I have a mask on at all times, a surgical mask, and I don't stick my head in your mouth, so I don't really smell anything per se. Have there been particularly gross patients? Yes, there have been, like you might not think, but there have been some patients who have scared me into flossing, because I never used to think flossing was important. And then there are certain patients who would come in when we're doing their teeth cleaning, where I would be like, the dentist would be like, have you flossed recently? And they would say, no, I don't really floss that often. And then I'd be like, oh my gosh. I'd come home and like rigorously floss my teeth, and it's weird. But yeah, there are some pretty gross things. Is there a lot of blood? Occasionally, it depends. Again, when you're getting your teeth cleaned, if your gums are like swollen or not clean enough, then yeah, there is a lot of blood, but for the most part, it's not as bloody as you might think. Obviously, tooth extractions involve blood as well, so it's not anything too bad. Like, I can handle the amount of blood that comes in, because I'm not a very squeamish person. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about my first job. I enjoy it, and it's fun, and it's different, and it's just cool. I like telling people I'm a dental assistant. It just makes me sound super fancy and like proper. Like, what do you do? Oh, I'm a dental assistant. Like, it sounds cool. And plus, not very many 16-year-olds do this kind of job, so it makes me more unique, if that makes any sense. Anyways, that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. The button is right down there. It's red and it says subscribe on it. Also, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. That activates post notifications. Click it, because that will let you know every time that I upload. It will give you a little ting on your mobile phone, so you know that I've uploaded a video and you can check it out. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!